Welcome back to Vchannel. We have a very exciting news today. Beside the cheap-to-seats car VF7 will be released soon. Then we'll have one more character. It's attracted a lot of attention. It's a new Vinfast car, likely to be launched also in 2025. And we've got the same information as VF7 from the website vietnam.gov.vn, Department of Science and Technology of Intellectual Property. We're going to go to number 439, Volumes B, Chapter 2, Industrial Design, and you'll go to page 71. Here, we've got the basic facts about this car. The appearance is also very attractive. Very much the future. Brothers Vinfast Production and Business Joint Stock Company. High ability. What we're going to get is something like this. And this new car was designed by two designers. Jae-Hoo Lee, a new Korean designer, working with Vinfast for the first time. This guy had models before, for Hyundai as well as Chevrolet. And the second designer was Roberto Michel Piatti, Italian, who is the boss of Torino Design. Although the studio is pretty young, just around 10 years old, designed for big car companies like Ferrari, BMW, Maserati, McLaren, Fiat. We're going to have very basic information of outlook, and now we're going to have some comparisons with previous generations of Vinfast, specifically VF7. I see a lot of similarities with the VF7, a car that's getting attention and appreciation, very large in appearance. Personally, in my point of view, I see that VF7 is currently the most beautiful car design of Vinfast. The first thing we see is the front, very much like you. From the bottom stylized it up like this. There is also AV. Vinfast brand identity is very long. Recent products of Vinfast. Put the rear view mirror. It's under the door. I don't put the A column straight like this anymore. I like it too. Cars that have a rear view design. Put on the door. It's going to give us more light here. More than. Instead of stuffing the blind spot in the cylinder like the VF7 is also available. A rearview mirror like this is quite similar to VF7. Always includes a very similar tendon. This tendon will expand. This part is also expanded. There are ledges down here. It's the same. And even the bottom. Brothers, it seems like Vinfast has realized that the market is very satisfied with the design of the VF7. So that is, this car has inherited a lot of information. Prediction name is E34P, but there's also the possibility that it could be VF7P or VF7L. We don't have official information about name, but I found that it was similar to VF7 a lot. You can also call this facelift of VF7. This number plate is also very similar. We've got a more stylized light. Instead of long, ahead of this we have been placed. So here's a nice little trigonometry. I don't know if this model is installed at a daylight at the bottom here like VF7 or not. About the tray, the design is pretty good in the picture. This tray is mixed into colors. The wheels are protruding like this. We also have the glass that's elongated out the back. Make it feel more like a school car. And we also have embossed tendons, very similar to VF7. We will look directly at it. And here's the side. We compare it to VF7. It's still very much the same, brothers. However, in this picture, we see the back. It carries more. The angle is wider. Is also the rear vertical swipe design. And this is probably a mix. A different color instead of the same color as VF7. I hope this will be a 7-seater. Because the segment is about 800 million for 7 seats for Vinfast is missing. Meanwhile, is in the most expensive segment in Vietnam, including running the service, including family, to go head-to-head with the Toyota Innova. This is a Vanza Veloz expander. At the present time, we don't have a lot of information. It's very desirable with a long wheelbase like this. With this design, it's also possible that we'll have 3-row seats, 7 seats. The next part we see is the length. It's much longer than the VF7. So there's a good chance this is a 7-seater. In terms of the hood, the design is still quite low. This gives the car a more athletic look. It's a lot more modern than it is. As well as the aerodynamics will be better, because the ceiling is low. So the center of gravity of the car will also make the car much more stable, especially at high speeds. It's very aerodynamic. From this view, in this image, we see the back of the glass looks like it's wider than VF7. We see here, while here it extends to the BCK. It is likely that we'll get a much better perspective. Next we'll go to the back view. It is very similar to VF7. Very similar, brothers. It's just small improvements. Instead of the later part of the lamp being stretched out. So here we see it's more compact. The stylized part back here is very similar. The glass part, more stylized design we have squeezed. Go like this. Instead of here lecked out wide. And here we'll have the roof. We also have AI fish antenna here. The front capo, we also get to stamping. Emerged like this. The car will be stronger. Okay, that is some information. The first official mention of Vinfast's next generation of cars. It will be launched in the near future, and we're really hoping this is a 7-seater. in the price range of about 900 million, so that we have a more diverse segment, easier to access. Instead of the present BA car seat 7 Vinfast only 9 VF. It's a very high segment. Very hopeful. Vchannel will continue to update you the following information as well as the review. Super details when there are commercial products. Thank you for following my clip. Remember to subscribe to your YouTube channel to watch the news and the technology knowledge. Goodbye and see you later.